Go that thing again. You never conclude. Barka, Juma, to all our Muslim brothers across the globe. In English language, I'll say Happy Friday. What's up? Today, 24th, Friday, May 24th. I welcome you to bystanders at the new stand. My name is Paladin for Larry. I just want to say thank you to all of you, our viewers, our audience, those that contribute to the live chat one way or another. And so all our reviewers, because without the reviewers, there's no Flip TV. Without you as our audience, there's no Flip TV. Now, I want to say again that you can always join us on all of our social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at Flip TV. You can also follow and subscribe to our sister channel, Flip TV Plus. Yes, thank you very much for coming on the program this morning. This morning, bystanders promises to be an exciting one because there are news who are making headlines, and I'm sure that a lot of you are viewers from across the globe and our reviewers are ready to dig it out, to trash it down, all that is happening. So quickly, let's go to the newspaper headlines today. I'll be starting with the Nation newspaper headlines. This morning, the major news headlines in the Nation newspaper says, our ministerial stewardship by Badaru, Wiki, Anaki, others. Yes, that's Nation newspaper. This morning, our ministerial stewardship by Badaru, Wiki, and Anaki, all the ministers. Recall that yesterday, while at the program, we talked about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu telling all the ministers to come and give account of all they have been doing in the last 1 year, the last 9 months. They have been appointed as ministers. Also, before I leave the Nation newspaper this morning, Muhammad Sanusi'S Reinstatement as Kano Emir. They know what they are doing. But we have counter news to that this morning. Because this morning, as we're preparing for the program, a new scaling that we're going to be talking about as the program continues. NANS, NAUS, NAPTAN, others hail student loan. Remember that today, Friday 24th, May 2024, was when the president, the federal government said the student loan will begin to work. And the student loan started working about a few minutes after 12 a.m. I was awake Basically, I was awake to check whether he will start working by 12 a.m. And a few minutes after 12, he started working.
Are you playing the montage? Play the montage when you know that things are not going well.
To do this thing, let it stay somewhere here. Okay, yes, sorry for that break in transmission. Yes, our ministerial stewardship by Badaru, Wike, Alake, others. Like I said, 12 a.m. This morning, I was waiting to check. I was waiting to check if the student loan portal will open. And few minutes after 12 a.m., it did open. I will say congratulations to students of Nigerian federal universities. Yes, that's for the Nation newspaper. I'll go to the Guardian newspaper this morning, which says, the major headline says, 1 year of renewed hope. Tinubu's costly reforms leave Nigerians on edge 1 year after. There's a cartoon story there. If you can get the Guardian newspaper this morning, I am sure that studying the cartoon story, you'll be able to understand what the story says. Ministers give Tinubu pass mark amid rising inflation, subsidies, insecurity. That's in the Guardian newspaper this morning. Concerns over inactive $252 million Elmtel facility. Missing info on NCC dashboard. Yes, as Sanusi returns, anxiety, uncertainty in Kano over fate of the post emir. That's for the Guardian newspaper this morning. The Daily Trust, which is usual. The Daily Trust talks more of news coming from the northern part of Nigeria. And the major headline there this morning says, Sanusi returns as Emir of Kano. Bichi Rano. Excuse me, please. Bichi Rano, Karaye, Gaya monarchs dethroned. Development bad omen. That's according to northern leaders on the return of Sanusi Lamido Sanusi. Yes, Dan Agundi challenges actions in court. That's in the Daily Trust newspaper this morning. Yes, there's a picture story in the Daily Trust newspaper this morning where His Majesty King Charles III with Florence Otedola, also known as DJ Copy, is at the Buckingham Palace when he visited, when the president, the King of England, Charles III, hosted ambassadors at special reception for the King's Trust International. And that was yesterday. FCT residents to enjoy free 2 months ride on Abuja Metro Rail. That's according to the FCT minister, Wike. Tinubu orders review of Varsity Governing Council's list after protests. Atiku declares interest
in 2027 presidential election. Recall that on bystanders we discussed and talked extensively about how the merger between Atiku and Obi will go on in the 2027 forthcoming election. I know it's still young. It's still not ripe for us to begin to talk about 2027. But the merger, the agreement, we do not know if there's an agreement, but we know that Obi has met with Atiku and they are talking extensively on a proposed merger so that there will be something that they can talk unanimously for the 2027 election. And people have been saying one thing or another, that Atiku will step down for Obi because by 2027, Atiku will be 81 years. But now, Atiku is saying that he will contest presidency in 2027. Yes, that's for the Daily Trust newspaper this morning. Before I leave the Daily Trust, there's one news that I want to quickly talk about. National Assembly passes bill to return first national anthem. A lot of people that we've been discussing this morning about that news have been saying, how do they know the first national anthem? How will they study it? Are we going to go back to our school? Are we going to get people who are going to teach us? That's National Assembly passes bill to return first national anthem. I'll go to the Punch newspaper this morning. 750 houses for demolition as property owners allege poor compensation. Tinubu to flag off Project Sunday, Ministry to demolish buildings based on Gazette. IOC to invest $20 billion in Nigeria. That's according to the federal government. 50 firms may produce military weapons locally. That's in the Punch newspaper this morning. There's another one here that calls for concern, and it says, Grandma buries 17-year-old daughter's newborn alive. That's in the Punch newspapers this morning. Yes, let me go finally to let me go to sports. Let me go to sports. Game changer. How football latest hero Lookman found love in Bergamo. At Atalanta spent 211 million euros to win Europea. That's for the news this morning. Yes, you're welcome to bystanders at the newsstand.
Mr. Kadech, it's a wonderful morning. Thank God it's Friday, a day the God has created. After dissecting and analyzing national issue, we'll go back to our home, eat cassava, agbado beans.
You are wearing native. I'm wearing native. Why do we do that only on Fridays?
That is, I don't know, but see, I think ever since I was born, I have come to know that on Fridays we follow suits, because civil servants, the governors, give them privilege to wear our traditional attire.
Do you not think we're still being enslaved when we wear Western clothes? When we wear Western clothes Monday to Thursday, and Friday we decide to come to a native. Okay, we are coming home.
Thank God it's Friday. So, no. We are not being enslaved. That's casual clothes.
By Western culture, I mean.
No. Casual clothes make you look fit now.
This morning, I thought of it like 4 times. I said, should I wear t-shirt and jean again today? And I said, no, today is Friday. Let me just see
see. Tinubu dance. That's why I put it on the TV.
Okay. Now, let's look at the situation. Sanusi, Emir of Kano.
Lamido Sanusi.
Okay, when we look at him, his traditional title is Mohammed Sanusi III. Was reinstated. But this morning, you got a news that there has to be stay of execution, and that the court says he cannot be reinstated.
Federal High Court, abi?
Yes.
I don't think politicians and the Nigerian judiciary are fond of politicians have seized judicial system as a tool to always get quick injunctions. When did the court sit? That most Nigerians were not very much aware. We saw how most persons, we saw when the State House of Assembly announced that the immediate Emir of Kano, Ado Bayero, has been dethroned. We saw there was jubilation in the town. Most diverse people were very much happy because this is a man who will come out and speak the truth and tell governments the wrongs all to their face. He was no respecter of any man. Sanusi was being vocal, but due to political alliance, Ganduje dethroned him, and now the State House of Assembly has said that he was illegally removed, dethroned, and that 8th emirate that was constituted, that was voted by by Ganduje was collapsed. Now, where was the court when Sanusi challenged that's a dethronement? The court did not give any say of execution because now the whole thing has reversed, and the State House of Assembly has enacted a law that said that Sanusi was illegally dethroned. Now, the Ganduje and the APC in Kano State went to the back door to get a kangaroo judgment. Why? For how long?
Okay.
Now, Mr. Khaled, when did the court of law sit to have determined Sanusi was supposed to be installed today? So I tell him that, see, from yesterday till today, the court has just sat in the middle of the night. For how long? See, I don't understand.
Because this morning the news we heard is that the court has stopped Sanusi's reinstatement.
Are you saying that the judge sat around 5:30 a.m.? Why did the court of... I am not surprised.
5:30 a.m. is not a civil time.
I am not surprised when INEC announced presidential result around 4:30 a.m.
No, that's election.
Anything is possible.
A lot of us will be awake till the results have been...
Who was awake?
I was awake all through.
Because you're a media person. You're a media man, so you have to be awake. So I should deprive myself of my beautiful sleep and then awake.
You can deprive yourself
to listen
just
to rubbish.
for one day.
Just to listen to nonsense that will be declared. No, it won't work that way.
Okay, now let's look at it from this angle. Sanusi that you know, that I know, is a vocal person. With what has been happening with the federal government, Sanusi would have said a lot of things. But Sanusi has been quiet since Tinubu became president. With all that people are saying, especially from the northern angle, do you not think that Sanusi had to play down his vocality because he's been negotiating to come back to the throne?
That is an allegation. It's not a fact. You only allege.
I'm only alleging, exactly.
So, but what I want to say is that see, you cannot still away the fact that see, he also wanted to be on that throne because that has been the ancestral throne. So for him to be illegally dethroned, and let's not forget that Sanusi started his career in Lagos, and then he got to the peak in the banking sector, and then he was also the CBN governor, and then any person that got to that stage in the banking sector in Lagos, Tinubu and Sanusi and President Tinubu, they are still close friends. They are still close friends. But yesterday in Rivers State, he said he will not stop speaking the truth. When he went to commission the roads in Rivers State, he said he would not stop to speak the truth, that he will continue to speak the truth. Visit best known to him why he has not why he has not aired his view concerning
Spoken on the plight of Nigerians.
Nigerians. Reason best known to him.
Why would you say reasons best to him?
Reason
Because
best,
we know.
you cannot see, you cannot force him to speak. You cannot force him.
He's a statesman.
He is an no. He is an elder statesman, and then
I will not put the word elder, but I know he's a statesman.
But let's forget that that even those who we believe would speak. Sanusi's Reinstatement did not follow them to Delta to protest in 2012. Let those who said Delta was bad, let them speak. Where's Yinka? As I said anything, he said by Tinubu 1 year in office, he will say something. Some days now, Tinubu will clock 1 year in office. Where is Bakare? Where are the actors and the actress? Jide Kosoko, Yabo Ojo and Co. That went to Delta. We saw it. Let them speak. So nobody should bring in Sanusi to this place.
Nobody should
drag him. Don't drag him. Let him stay. See, Fubara compose a song for Wike. Day your day, make a day my day. So Sanusi done the day in day. So let those who campaign vigorously for Parliament Tinubu, let them speak.
Okay, now let's look at the area of now 750 lawmakers have said we should go back to 750 people have said we should go back 360 sorry.
Yeah,
we should go back to the national old anthem. Why at this point in time?
Mr. Kadesh,
do you even know the old national anthem?
We LD we might be differ in tongues and tribe, but see, we stand as a one tongue, blah blah. I don't know it. I don't know it, but yesterday I saw the debate in the house, and then it is only an APC that will always sponsor stupid bills. Some APC lawmakers in quotes. Who sponsored the bill? The bill, APC lawmakers. Who supported the bill? APC lawmakers. Who is endorsing the bill? APC lawmakers. The bill is now in the second stage. And then when a bill is in the second stage of the house, you know what that means?
It will soon be passed.
It will scale through. And then when they get to the third stage, once it's been third stage is the final hearing, whereby that third stage of it, a committee will be set to sample public opinion. And then it will become what? A law. So what does that mean? Sir, I think that the lawmakers and President Tinubu, they are just insensitive of the plight on the average Nigerians on the streets.
Okay, now.
Sir, excuse me. Many season is we are approaching many season. What I felt that the president will liaise with farmers, bring in tractors, empower farmers so that food will flood the society. There's food insecurity in Nigeria now. These people are not even thinking towards the direction that the rain is coming. Empower our farmers. Let them go to the farm. Mechanized farming. Give them fertilizers. Loan. Let them go to the farm. Let them plant for mass. So that see after the rainy season we have so that the food will be flooded. There will be mass production. Nobody is thinking towards that direction. Nobody is thinking on how to better the life of every Nigerian. Nobody is thinking to reduce the suffering and the plight of every Nigerian. We have senators that me and you went to the sun, stood for 3 hours to vote for one Mr. Kadesh, voted for a man who is clueless.
Who is what?
Clueless. Yes. I stood for hours, voted for a House of Rep member, voted for a senator that will represent me. Now, the senator went to Abuja, deeming fit that upon all the whole issues affecting Nigeria, upon all the whole unemployment, insecurity, power outage, poverty, taxation affecting, the only thing that people could say is that our national anthem should be discarded.
Discarded and
now
go back to
now they are saying, you know what that means? it's an avenue for them to loot. Because the one that national time is being discarded, they will say that let's then redesign our national flag. That one is other money. Contracts for them. See the people.
For graphics.
Ah, Mr. Kadesh.
As a graphic designer,
Mr.
you know how
Kadesh.
much you make.
Let
How
us
much?
let us tell me that use how many billion to the National Assembly House.
So to do graphics, you collect 100 million.
Eh? But in Abuja,
Okay,
you use 2 billion.
okay. Now
3 billion.
let's look at something. I want to ask a very, very sensitive question. Out of the ministers that we have in Nigeria, who do you think should stay? Who do you think should go?
I have always said it yesterday, and my opinion still remains the same. It's still not change. The thing is that only 2 persons will stay. Just 2. I'm not hypocrite. I am not sentimental. I am not biased. The Minister of Interior,
Bumi Ojo,
Ojo, you can do passport at the comfort of your house.
you said it yesterday. Day before yesterday.
A friend of mine got a government offer from Hajj, applied for this subsidy Hajj. He's a politician. He doesn't have passport. But luckily, one politician influenced him to get the Hajj pilgrimage. He did his passport just under 2 days. And then immigration asked him, should they waive the passport to his house? I say, I was shocked because I was like, are we living in US?
Is the cost better?
The cost is still the same, 20,000 naira.
20?
Yes. So
20,000
naira. So, but
and are you sure that all Nigerians?
you beat the bureaucracy, all those bottleneck of giving people. You apply online and pay to government posts. You pay into government account. You know that I am not a supporter of APC. But when we see the truth, let us come out and then speak the truth. But we've seen that the man is working. People can get their passport at the comfort of at their ease. You don't need to start paying one agent 20,000 naira. This is what government charge. That is a new innovation. You can go to immigration office and do capturing that same day via technology. So kudos to that minister on that.
Okay, so which other minister do you think?
Like I said yesterday, Festus Keyamo. There have been innovations in our airports. They have been trying. Majority of the airports are now going through under good rehabilitation. A good standard one. Going through a better rehabilitation. A very good one. So now we've seen that those 2 ministers can stay. Most persons are even praises on Yasin Wike. I don't reside in Abuja, so I cannot say what we have done and what
you said 2 ministers. You have talked about Bumi Ojo.
Yes,
you have talked about
Festus
Keyamo.
Yes.
You still think Wike should stay?
Wike, I thought I said let people in Abuja score him. I don't reside in Abuja, so I cannot jump it. But see, via the pictures going around, I can see that Wike is actually constructing roads, good roads in Abuja, and residents of Abuja are commending him. I have friends who says Abuja, they are even praise on Wike, despite that they don't like his style of leadership. But speaking about the president, yesterday, you know that the Calabar Coastal Road Highway project has been suspended. Yesterday, they said due to submarine cables. Did you see that news?
Yeah.
Now, their news now, the money that has been paid to the company, Chagore, how far with the money? The money that was paid to the company, how far? Let President Tinubu tell us what is happening to that money. You cannot suspend a project. What is happening? You only gave us, he said, due to submarine cables. Don't you know that, see, that road, there are submarine cables.
Was there no plan before now? So why?
No, that is question. Let's let the APC in the diasporas, let them come and tell us. You cannot just give budget huge amount of money, and now coming out to give us silly excuse that that road because of submarine, you suspended it. How many houses have been demolished? How many persons have lost their means of livelihood just because of that road? Now, now I think that thing now is an avenue to loot money again, and then Nigerians will not be very happy with that. We are see Nigerians need to tell President Tinubu that should not go well with him. Let him tell us that money should be returned into the public coffers. You cannot just wake up one day and say that road has been suspended. Why? Whereby you've what awarded contract. Don't now. This is what the president ought to have done. He ought to have done a duty checks on the road before embarking on such projects.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Kadesh, Tinubu should stop all this lifestyle of propaganda lies. You've seen it. 1 year of deceit, 1 year of lies, 1 year of study, 1 year of unemployment. Let most have said that. Let Tinubu come out and tell Nigerians. Let Tinubu present his scorecard to Nigerians. Tinubu should not go through his ministers. Let him come and tell Nigerians his scorecard under 1 year. Yesterday we saw ministers. A minister was saying that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is working. That see all the projects are not being all his achievements are not being publicized.
He doesn't want to make noise about it.
No, they are urging all the ministers to always publicize their work.
We do not have much time anymore.
No, my question is that which work does President Tinubu want to publicize? Which work does he want to tell us? See, sir, my take is that if President Tinubu does not start that Lagos to Calabar coastal way, I will personally.
If they do not continue.
Yes, because now that project has been suspended.
But if they do not continue, is what you are saying.
Now that project has become an abandoned project now. You know it.
Thank you.
But these are things.
Because of our time.
Mr. Kadesh, Tinubu is the highest scam in this life.
Thank you very much. It's nice having you on bystanders at the newsstand. Yes, I don't know the Lagos.
I don't know the Lagos.
Welcome to bystanders at the newsstand this morning. Yes, in 1 minute, I'll need you to appreciate some of those people. I still talk about your plight because some people are going to be hearing it for the first time too.
Yeah, really. Oh, thank you very much. Actually, as I said, I'm expecting prayer. May God bless you. Those that have done, those that have not done it, I know God bless you. It just, sometimes come here to say this thing, always, people don't understand what is going on. We pass it through the house rent problem, that thing. As I said, the house has been sold. But what do we do? I'm looking for money for house to rent house. So where do we work? We don't work. These people come every morning. So may God bless you. God touches you. God touches you. You will live long, you will not die. Those in abroad, God bless you. I know you want to help me for my shelter. Thank you very much.
Yes, I also want you to continue to appreciate David Okafor.
Oh, David Okafor
supported you. Like I said, day before yesterday.
Okay.
Yes, he called me and said he wants to give this token for Mr. Lucky.
Not too small. Oh my God.
So I will still thank him.
Thank you very much. Mr. Okafor, God bless. You see, this year, God will touch our brother in abroad. God will shock you people there. Really. We have to pray for them.
Not electric shock, Sha.
No, that's a shocking of buying of houses, money, more dollars. You come and celebrate with us, just like one of our brother did.
Okay, now. Our ministerial stewardship by Badaru, Wike, Alake, others. Out of these ministers, who do you think is doing well? Who do you think this federal government should deal with?
Okay, very simple. Wike, that's why I don't like his face. He's doing well. For the people who reside in Abuja, Wike, I give it to him. The Minister of Works is doing well. I give it to him. David Maye. Then Minister of Interior, I give it to him. He's trying. Then Minister of Power, my brother, that one, need to arrest.
He needs to go and
He needs
rest.
to go and rest.
Why would you
Because,
say the Minister of Power should go?
my
And
brother, this time around, you don't increase light, which you don't increase the tariff when you have not increased the light. This time around, there are some people that don't have light for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. You are robbing Peter paying Paul. And you understand what I'm saying? So you need to, you don't, anyway, according to him, that let it do it now. If you don't do it now, I don't think you come back to Quran. Let it just do it now. But we're already suffering.
Do you not think that this power issue has been lingering on for a long time? And if we do not give Bayo Adilabu Kwekelemes chance to do it now, even if we get other ministers, it will still go back to the beginning.
Do you know why? Do you know why I don't always believe them? Why don't you probe the past government? Who they embezzle this money? Why don't you probe them? That is it. Why don't you probe them? If you do that, we'll be very happy. You see now somebody says he's hungry.
He's
Somebody
not.
just pass.
It's not
Hey,
on.
that's what is ready
Seize
now.
belle.
Okay, that's what is ready now. You might have big stomach at the end.
Now
Nothing
water
there.
full am.
Water full am. Really, you can see. So what I'm saying, no, we already be body. Removing fuel subsidy. We are even carrying that. We are pressing that. He came and said he want to remove subsidy in electricity, and we are not even seeing the electricity. That's the problem. Some people are still complaining. Why don't you give us the light first before you start collecting the tariff? I think that's where we.
Okay, so which
that's
other
fine.
ministers would you say should go and which ones should continue?
Those are only ministers I know they are doing well now. But all these scientists, all these women affair, all these whatever
sometimes,
this is, I'm not seeing anything.
How many of the ministers do you know, and what are their duties that you are so
Like
aware
the
of?
Minister of Agriculture, I'm not seen anything for that one. I've not seen anything. That one's supposed to, they're supposed to carry either wiki or to that area. You know what I mean? But we need food. I get me. If you don't eat, you can't use light. If you don't eat, you can't walk on the road. I hear me, sir. So we need people like that in the ministry that is very brave. That at least where we want to see. But like now, you can see Minister of Works are doing well. Minister of Interior. Then the Information Minister, yeah, is doing well. But all this defense, whatever, all of that should be scrapped and bring new people. I expect an Igbo man to head defense or chief of army staff so that I can face the Boko Haram. I remember when they bring here Jerika, he did well. So putting all these people who are parading themselves, they are not doing well. So these are Minister of Transport. I'm not okay. Our brother, Pastor Koyamu, don't mind that one. Stop making noise. As plane price come down, no, stop making noise.
So you think Yamusho will go?
He should go. How can you put a lawyer to go and control airplane? He's an engineer.
Forget that one.
Okay, he's working.
Administration.
Do you know why this guy is working? David Mayer, he's an engineer. He knows everything.
Is it the one molding the blocks?
He knows. He understands.
Is it the one molding the blocks?
Can a lawyer know what's happening in engine? No. Let's say the truth. Koyamu should be removed. Stop making noise.
Koyamu should be removed.
Should be removed.
Okay, so those are the ones that
bring somebody, an engineer, a pilot that knows about plane. Head that this thing, the price will crash.
Okay, before we started, we were deliberating on the fact that governors, local government chairmen control Obership, traditional institution. And you were saying so well that there's no governor that can remove Oba Obini.
No. I've not seen. No, possible. It's not possible for any governor to remove our Oba Obini. He won't die. He won't die.
Why?
Let me tell you, when he come for post, Oba senior him.
When it comes to
post, the people
in the constitution, of Nigeria,
yes,
does the Oba Obini senior the governor?
When you say constitution of Nigeria, I can say governor has more.
Even the local government chairman has more rights.
But I know they can't tear it. He can try it. He cannot.
Just because of the respect for the throne.
That is it. That is not. You know that it not start now. We respect our king. Even if it's a chief, we respect our chief. How much more Oba? If you check, only one Oba in Benin, only one Oba in Edo State.
No. In Benin.
No, in my Isha, we don't bear Oba on OJ.
Eh?
We can't bear Oba. One Oba.
No. But the
Not
title,
like Lagos where you have every street.
the title. Listen, the title of the traditional stool in Benin is Oba.
Yes.
The title of the traditional stool in Okwela is Okokwelagbe.
Good. But
So you cannot call the Oni of Ife. It's not referred to as Oba.
Okay, I'm just giving you an example like Lagos. Now you have Oba of Lagos.
There's Oba of Lagos.
Yes. Now in the street,
there's
you
Oba
see
of
Oba
Lagos.
everywhere.
There's
Oba everywhere.
Oloto of Oto.
Yes.
You know their title is not Oba.
But what I'm trying to say is that in Benin, we have one Oba in the Edo State.
But not in Edo State. You don't have one Oba in Edo State.
That's our king. Now Oba, the name that Oba Benin Oba is. But that is the king. He's number one. That's what I'm telling you. He's number one. Nobody will stand up and say, my name is this, I'm Otinyo. You know, it's number one.
No. We know we have first class Obas in every
That's the
state.
first class.
How many first class do you have in Edo State?
We have a lot, but
how many first class do you have in Edo State?
How many? I can mention like 20 or 10. Because we have
First class, no.
We have, hold on. First class. Okay, sorry. First class, let's say Oba Benin one. Then we still have a Sako. We have a very king in a Sako. Yes. Then, we have all these small ones. But
so do you not think their ranking is at par when it comes to the constitution of
But
Nigeria?
when it comes for ranking, number one is Oba Benin. That's number one.
Okay, yes.
Other ones,
I wanted to relate this situation with the Sanusi of Kano.
I understand, yes.
That was reinstated. Even this morning, before we started, the news we got is that court has said he should not be reinstated.
But I think you can say that kind of situation will not happen in Benin. If it happen in Benin, we will storm the court and
In
storm
the
palace.
history of Benin, has there been an Oba? Please, if you don't know, tell me you do not know. Has there been an Oba that has been deposed?
For me, I don't even know history. But since I was born, I have not seen any of my government, a governor who disposed of. I have not seen anyone. Governor, it might be maybe all this British Empire, whatever they say. It might be there at that time. But since I was born, no one.
No Oba
No governor
has been deposed.
Yes, you can try it.
So what can you say on this Sanusi's reinstatement saga?
All this, say they have turned themselves to politics. Politicians have turned their empire to this, removing the Sanusi. He have come to start tomorrow now. If another governor come tomorrow, he will bring his own men there. So our institute, our tradition has been bastardized. You know what I mean? It kind of, but me, I don't have it there. That is their own headache. All I know is that Benin, in my area, you can't try that one. The governor cannot come and remove Oba Benin. All of us, we will stop the government house and remove that one. 24 hours. Oh, really?
Okay.
You can't try that.
Okay, now, they are saying we should go back to the old national anthem.
Look. You see, what are we talking about? Don't forget, during Jonathan time, you have a minister who said, my people in Nigeria first, I don't know, there's a language, particular slogan he brought. Good people, good Nigeria. Did he say, are we interested of that? Are they hungry? Tell me, sir, I can't remember all the analog. What concern me with that? Is that one going to change my food on the table? What is Senator, House of Rep? Bamdele? Is that what is supposed to done in Ekiti? Oh, my brother, Inere, Edoman, House of Rep. That is what we don't need that now. Okay, why can't you amend constitution of military, this constitution we are operating now? If you come with that, people will support you. What national anthem? What concern me? Is it going to change the country? Is it going to change the behavior of all these politicians? What are we talking about? So they're to look for something else to do. They are talking about the national order. Oh God, these people, I will make sure That man, they should call him. They should call. He should go to
They should go back home.
Go home.
He's your brother.
Go.
He's your brother.
What kind of rubbish is that? We are talking how light will come, where we go down, food. You are talking about national anthem. Who's going to listen to you? We are moving forward computer age. We are taking it back to analog. They should do something serious. Because they are collecting money, free everything, free car. That's why you have time to remember olden days. They should go back to national anthem.
What do you think would have been in the mind of that your Edo brother for him to think of the old national?
Not be he now, Bamidele teacher. Let me say that. No, this is a sense. He's the one who what can you be thinking that kind of thing? I saw them in the city. Do you know some of the senators, the challenges said, look, that is not what we are talking about now. We are talking how we stop insecurity. We are talking how food will come. Dollars to go down. You are saying you should go to national. Let them. This new constitution that the military gave to us, let them stop it and bring new one. Yeah, we celebrate with them, not bringing old national item. What concern me? Now, food I want to be that.
Thank you.
Record them, let them go to village and go to farm.
Thank you very much. Mazi, Ekele Muno.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. You're welcome to Bystanders at the new. My hand is here.
Okay, my friend.
You're welcome to Bystanders at the newsstand this morning. Yes, sir. One word for greetings to some of your friends that I know you always want to do.
Okay, yeah. Good morning to you guys there. Austin Ugbaja, I greet you. Dr. Engineer Hope Eyam Oduare, I'm greeting you. Akim Olasupa, I'm greeting you.
Olasupa. That's my son's
Baba
name.
Goyega, I'm greeting you. Jane Ogo, Gladys, all of you, please, Nelly Onoha, Mami Nkechi, Modesty Amuche, then Clara, you guys there are wonderful for giving us this kind of viewership. We cherish you so much, and we love you guys. Oh, be real, you are there. Kelly Sen, you are there. Then many more of them. Because of time, I think I could just wrap it up. Let us give these people analysis needed by day. Why is it that Nigeria, we held our own their native land is springing up again? When we have actually discovered that we are not hailing any Nigeria here, we are crucifying Nigeria. Yes. CO Achebe. No. CO Achebe. Chunuva Achebe, CO Achebe changed it in 1970s to arise all compatriots. Nigeria, we held after the war. Nigeria, we discovered that Nigeria is not that healthy. And we should not be hailing Nigeria anymore. Nigeria becomes sick. Because the war we fought against the Igbos is oil war, natural resources war, and the tribal war. That's why they kill Ironsi for nothing. That's the best military head of state we have ever had. After Obasanjo made his investigation and discovered that there's nothing wrong with that man, gentleman, he did what? He paid in arrear all the emoluments, the whole allowances, everything, gratuity to Louise Ironsi, the daughter, even to the wife that just died recently. Why did we fight the war? And after fighting war, we are hailing a sick man called Nigeria. We don't hail him again. What we should have been doing now is to make sure that we revamp our economy and let dollars go down, dragging his feet before dollars, before Naira, sorry. Why are we talking about hailing Nigeria when Nigerian youths are dying of hunger? Why are we talking about hailing Nigeria when we could not pay school fees? Education is costlier than ignorance now. Education, very, very expensive. I mean, costly. Too dear. Why are we hailing Nigeria? Hail Nigeria in such a way that after election, the government of the day will not manipulate it and force themselves on us. Comes 2027, they are repositioning themselves on how to rig it again. We are hailing Nigeria. Okay, these lawmakers in the house, I don't know the kind of human beings they are. I don't know where they all, come from.
We all voted them.
I did not vote for them. I did not vote for Ababio. And I can never ever vote for Jus Okalo. I'm not a blind man.
the senatorial district.
Oga, people from Igbere district in Abia State, they did not vote for Jose Okalo. Oga, nobody in Akwa Ibom voted Akpabio. Akpabio was appointed by Tinubu to be there. We did not vote them. They fought themselves on us. What we are practicing here is not democracy. Yes, it's favoritism, nepotocracy, militocracy. It is no longer democracy. Government of the people, by the people, and by the representatives of the people. No, that's not what we are doing here. What we are doing here is militocracy by force. Wuru-wuru, using money to buy positions. Using appointment to compensate people that help you rig election, not based on competence or expertise. They put you there so that you work with them, which is why Yaya Bello has come out and said, after all, I work with Tinubu, I help him rig election. Who can contest that? Okay. Nobody can contest that.
Okay, Atiku has said 2027 he wants to contest.
Anyway, Atiku is coming 2027.
At 81.
If he didn't fit, everybody has right to contest. Even Tinubu himself, that is not doing well, he has right to contest. Even Babangida, that is on the wheelchair, he has right to protest. Even Nnamu Wole Soyinka, my father, he has right to. Nnamu meaning my father. Okay. Nnamu Wole Soyinka, he has right to contest. Nnama Atuanya, he has right to contest. Nnamu Mbechi, he has right to contest. So everybody in Nigeria, even Kadej himself,
have right to
he have right to contest. So if Atiku is contesting, it doesn't make any change.
Are they making fool of Nigerians with these major talks with Obi?
Yes, they are trying, I think, to mimic Nigeria. In fact, to intimidate Buhari, Tinubu, to know that something like that could spring up anytime. Because if even they just merge forces together, I think they can easily uproot Tinubu there and fling him out.
But with the way it is now that Atiku say
he wants to contest. People are giving him wrong advice. I think that should be from Tinubu camp. They just want to scatter that force. Because Atiku Obi Kwankwaso could have been, one kind of gigantic, force that will just easily pull out APC from the way and fling them out so that they will not pose any threat to them, to Nigerians, to everybody in this country. If they merge forces together, I think APC can never, ever win election again. So that's why they are sending some emissaries, mercenaries, to go and do what? Tell Atiku give Atiku the wrong advice, not to contest. They are the ones that are demoralizing Atiku this time around, not to believe on that major coalition. So they have succeeded because I know APC, I know Tinubu. Tinubu will send money and pay people to go and confuse Atiku. And they are the one that is doing the job.
Okay. Now let's look finally. Yes, out of these ministers that are working under this government, which would you like to be retained? Which would you want to go?
Out of all these ministers, I don't see any competent performance so far. So I don't know what to say. Because had even somebody is doing good work, I would have chosen him and say, this man is good. I've not seen anybody good. I've not seen the Minister of Finance performing. The CBN governor chief, the person there, Femi Cardoso, Yemi Cardoso, I don't know him before. So if you ask me, the people that we go is number one. If Kayode Fayemi, the former Ekiti State, is among Tinubu's ministers or whatever, I don't want him to be there. He performed poorly at Ekiti. Thank you.
But it's not there at the moment.
It's not there. Okay, if Gbajabiamila is part of this government, okay, I will tell you that Gbajabiamila has been legislating since Buhari in the lower house.
2003.
15. Okay, thank you so much. Till today, we have not seen any competence, any good dividend of democracy coming from him. I don't know what to understand. That position where he is now, I don't think he is doing well. So, Oga, I didn't think there's any one of them that is so popular that Nigerians like him and say, this man is performing, this man is working. I would have said, retain him. What about the Minister of Power? The man in charge of the power this time around. Bayo Adelabu is always speaking English. He has been coming out with Bang A, Bang B. Bang A, your payment unit, if it is 14 before, 2,000. Now it's going to be is going to be two units per 2,000 because logics, stories, so that he will have more money to go into his pocket. See, all of them working for Tinubu. Tinubu is trying to give them red card. He sent committee to go study everybody's scorecard. You see it, what we are saying. So all of them that are not performing, maybe because of Imam Mado. Imam Mado. You know the meaning of I am? Paddy. Might not lose their offices. Yes, Imam Mado. Might not lose their offices because Imam Mado is there. But based on competence and performance, nobody, even Omai, is not working. Why? Look at the coastal line. They destroyed the whole properties of the Yorubas, other tribes and Igbos. Now they are trying to suspend that project. Why? After destroying people's property, is Omai performing or doing well? Why should he have done that if he's doing well? So there are many things going on in this government. Everything about this government is incompetence, illegality. Based on that, I'm trying to tell you that if they are doing well, the AGF himself, Ariwola, the man that always look white. CGN, thank you, Chief Justice of Nigeria. The one that looks white on the head, white on the pierce, white on the leg. He crawled to France and met with Tinubu and perfected the plan of rigging 2023 election. I'm coming out with it and with point because it's clearly and glaring on the social media. He's not doing well. As if he is doing well, none of the kind of children have been there. And the incarceration at DSS facilities. DSS facilities is that the National Prison Authority. National Prison Authority is where Nnamdi Kanu is supposed to be. Because any man that will say you found him guilty and you are still detaining that person after trial in the court and you've not set him free, direct to prison. Nigeria has failed. This is an arrangement that is based on malfunctioning that function.
Thank you.
Nigeria is not working, cadets.
Thank you very much.
Tinubu regime is not working. None of them is doing what we want them to do.
So you want all the ministers to go?
There is no stewardship delivered so far by these people. Thank you, viewers. I challenge all of you.
Thank you very much.
I don't know whether you are still watching or maybe you are still out.
Thank you. Yes, Mr. Kuli.
Yeah, good morning, viewers.
Welcome to Bystanders.
Yeah, good morning, viewers. Good morning, Jane, Odunlade, and Andrew. Mr. Gujimi Andrew. You guys are doing well and keep on your stand. And we will never relent because we cannot be bought over. Right? We cannot be bought over. The people that have been bought over, they know themselves, but we cannot be bought over. We still stand by the truth. And all of us will benefit the democratic system we hint to. Tough people last, tough time don't last. And I can say it, my president, you are doing a great job. I have to give kudos to you. When I saw what was rolled out or your achievements, I was so impressed. And a lot of things has gone down that there is no noise on it. And keep doing it. You met a rusty government in time on ground. Rusty successive government. Everything rust.
Taking it up.
Taking it up on what aspect?
Being arrested.
Let me now tell you, I give it to this government, the rotting they met under Buhari, and they are treating the fuck up of those guys that are involved
Do
in
not
those
mention
corruptions.
that word, F word here.
I say, come, they are treating the messed up and fuck up
not,
of those people.
No, don't mention F
I
word
say
here.
they messed up and they fucked up. They fucked up.
Thank
I
you
repeat
very
it.
much. Can
I
we have
repeat
you,
it.
please? Thank you
If
very
you
much.
belong to a
Can
party,
we have you, please? Yes, good morning.
Morning,
You're
sir.
welcome to Bystanders at the newsstand.
Thank you for having me, Mr.
Yes,
Kedesh.
750 houses for demolition as property owners allege poor compensation. That's on the Lagos-Calabar Highway.
Well, yes, a lot of Nigerians woke up to that news, and there has been a kind of reservation for some time when the thing was actually made public, and especially the cost. We have the likes of Aya Debanjo calling for a halt for proper investigation and review. We have the likes of former vice president of this country also asking for a proper transparency and review. And we have a lot of Nigerians having a lot of reservation on how the David Umahi and of course APC administration was able to pioneer that coastal rail and the subsequent reaction that followed. But we wake up today and we are seeing that apart from what you see about possible demolition of properties that are linked, that are directly in the plan of the coastal rail. And we are hearing again that the process has so far been suspended because of it was not properly highlighted, as in there was no proper direction or highlight or how they intend to route it from Lagos to Calabar. So there is, as I'm talking to you now, there's a kind of suspension going on now because they need to kind of change routes, because of the cable, submarine cable or thereabout, that were directly will be affected as a result of that. But on the process, a certain landmark properties running up to 300 owned by Mr. Paul, running on Udibe, running up to $300 billion dollars or thereabout, was demolished on the process. You see, and that is, and some other properties we are looking at, and people are seeing there was no proper compensation or plan for a proper compensation in that regard. And that tells you a lot of things about what Nigerians always go through. Everything seems to be done in a hurry. Just like on the inauguration day, possibly, maybe I don't want to put that word that way. The president himself forgot that he has been inaugurated as Mr. President, and he hurriedly, removed subsidy, and everything turned against the local Nigerian society, Nigerian people, of course, on the wrong side. But now, why didn't the federal government do thorough feasibility studies? Why going in that kind of project that can run for years? Why in a hurry?
Do you not look at the area whereby they said a lot of environmental accessibility?
Yes, that's another issue, that I think was raised by one of the media.
Yes, from Arise.
Yes, asking that question, and they were not able to give Nigeria. Part of what he was trying to say as at that point, or the question he was trying to find out from the person as at that time, is what is happening today. Today, that project has been put on hold because there was no proper evaluation, in that process. So anybody, anywhere, his properties involved or being demolished, and there was nothing the government is doing about it. Of course, we have over 4,000 civil society organizations. We know we have where we are going to end of the day channel our grievances and be able to get a compensation for it. But my reservation against that project, and I've always maintained it, I'm totally against it.
Why are you against it? Do you not think it makes a lot of things, economy can get better, especially on that terrain, down to the south, don't you think economically that place will blow? It will increase cost of living. No, it will make cost of living better. It make the roads easier to ply, and you can get to Calabar in less than long time like we used to go from very first getting to this place, Shagamu, then going down to Benin.
Mr. Kadash, you're a Nigerian. You have been in Nigeria, even though you have been out of the shores for some time.
Who told you? Where did you take me to?
I'm just saying, even though at least you hear stories of what is happening outside Nigeria and how certain economies are able to develop. One, the budget for it is highly questionable. That is one. Two, Nigeria has over 17,000 unaccessible roads to our farmland that need proper infrastructure. Bros, listen, you understand what I'm saying? That need absolute infrastructure so that we can be able to pioneer and move our produce from our respective farmland, both in the north and the south, to a place of accessibility by customers. Why are you banking on this kind of elephant? Okay, now they have thrown it to the dustbin.
It's not in the dustbin.
Excuse me.
But do you know, because there are challenges.
In everything, there is a Nigerian factor. There must be a reason. They quickly rush because of Chagori. Do you know the history of Chagori? Do you know the relationship between Bola Tinubu, Chagori, Seyi, and Macron? It does not matter. It does not matter. But no, it does not matter.
What matters to Nigerians is that the road must be well done.
No, excuse me. Then, priority first. If the road must be done, what are the
Yoruba has a proverb.
What are the
Yoruba has a proverb.
Okay, look at the road you are now. Look at the road.
Yoruba has a proverb.
Bro, that is not what you are saying.
Yeah.
What you're saying is that nobody is saying that I see. Okay, you know they are doing another one from Badagry to Sokoto.
We know that.
No problem. But what we are saying is this. Is it the right time for that project now? Considering the fact
since
that
the project has been embarked on, we need to support the government on making sure that this
is another pipeline. You know where the process of the project is another factor. Why starting from Lagos? A project that was supposed to have started from Calabar. You know, see, we need to understand these things as they play. Me, I am against it. That's like Ayo Adebanjo and the rest of them are against it. I am against it. The reason why I am against it, I have to state it clearly, that our farmlands, we cannot have accessibility, road infrastructure to be able to, and they are embarking on something that does not have direct, immediate economic effects on Nigerians. This is a white elephant. At the end of the day, you know, they normally have back pocket. No politician is dressing like fella. All of them have a big pocket like you.
Thank you. Okay, so you're welcome to bystanders at the newsstand this morning. Yes, Tinubu's costly reform leaves Nigeria on the edge after 1 year. What can you say about it?
Wow, it's very good record. At least he's on the seat to complete 1 year now. You know that in life, when they have a newborn baby, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, the baby is doing what? Maturing every day, and they have more experience. Now, a baby of 1 month cannot see road. Enter 3 months, you will see that the eyes starting open very well. You can recognize their mother. Yeah. Ahmed Tinubu is the president of Nigeria, is on the seat. But we already passed Nigerians. We passed many pen more than that 1 year. We have a lot of issues, hungry, and different, not good security in this country.
Okay, now look at all these ministers that we have in Nigeria. Which one would you think should be retained? Which one should go?
Yeah, All of them. Do you know why? I myself don't too much interested of Nigeria government. You didn't know why?
But you're a Nigerian.
Yes.
If you are not interested in the government, how will you be able to watch the activities of the government, knowing the good side and the bad side?
Listen and listen. Number one, that Nigeria, we don't do election. Are you getting me? We are doing selection. In this government, I'm not supporting any party. Like me, I didn't vote for these parties because I know that they are promised and fair. I remember what happened in the time of past president Muhammadu Buhari. He promised Nigeria heaven and earth. After everything, he disappointed all the whole Nigerians. We still now vote for the person we see that we can, at least can change the situation of Nigeria. I and you know that in Nigeria we are suffering. No food. Most of people, why they vote Tulumbu, the Jagaba of Nigeria, the Jagaba of Africa? Because of what? Food.
That he will put food on the table.
To put food on the table. Now in the family now, it's very difficult. They say a family can take care of your children. Like one of your media guys said, Ojuku, he said that to pay school fees now in a family is very difficult. To put food in the table is very difficult. What we need for this man to do, President of Nigeria, the Jagaba of Nigeria, when he's active man, he's a governor of Lagos State. I know when Tulumbu is a governor of Lagos State.
You know how much they work.
Yes, I know what this man
do you know that it's because you do not remember, the work did not start immediately. It did not start in 1 year. It did not start in 2 years.
No, listen. When
Tulumbu
is governor of Lagos State, Obasanjo is a president of Nigeria. Yes. This is because the efforts the Tulumbu make in Lagos State made Obasanjo deny Lagos State allocation. You remember? Tulumbu fight and fought and tried the way to pay the whole Lagos State.
But do you know what I'm saying is that even at that time, Tinubu did not start to make Lagos State the commercial nerve in 1 year.
No, listen.
It took him 2-3 years.
My brother, listen. When you are a good government, you're a good leader, your first step matters. There's people that read movements. Are you getting me? It cannot do a miracle within few months or some years. But your step matters. People can read your movement, say, yes, this man, if you give this man like some months now, he will achieve so thing. Okay, let's give an example now. Governor of Abia State. Governor of Abia State, Alex Oti. Within few months, people admire the work. They admire the work of the man. Are you getting me? Now, when Tulumbu is a governor of Lagos State, people still understand the way the man work in Lagos State. That is the way people see the man in this current presidential election.
Do you not think that if we give him more time, we will enjoy the dividends of democracy?
My brother, that more time is like from here going to London. The time is
it's a long distance.
A long distance. We are dying. No, listen, maybe you cannot understand this, maybe one thing or the other. But 75% of Nigeria, they are dying. No food. The worst thing you can do your citizen is to do what? To remove food for their mouths. And to remove security. We are lacking many things in this country. No good road, no lights, no food, no good education, no security. That's the major thing. These 5 things. What is your citizen in the land need mostly? If you like, pack all the whole thing you want. But these 5 things, provide this for your citizen.
Okay.
Do you know why America, their citizens will always welcome them and say, God bless America? Because of what? They wake up in the morning, they see food.
They didn't start one day, even when it was bad.
Nigeria is how many years now?
64 years.
64 years.
America is all over more than 200.
Listen, 64 years now. Now, 1 year to Nigeria to be good 1 year. It's getting 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years to be good. They're doing the worst. No, are you getting me?
I do.
I remember when Obasanjo is a president, he can buy a bag of rice 5,000 naira. Now, at least you see Nigeria is working. Supposed from 5,000 naira to 4,000, but now from 5,000 naira to 80 something thousand naira. It's true that Nigeria is not going in. They are dying daily by.
Thank you very much. What's that name again?
Mr. Lawrence.
Mr. Lawrence. Nice having you.
Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Matthew. Quickly, let's quickly say something about. Yes, Tinubu, his ministers, they've given their scorecard. What do you think that can change?
Their principal will take decision on. But for me, I don't think we have seen any significant job any of them have done. So if you are looking at firing, it means it's a total reshuffle. It means you are going to replace almost all the ministers. Because even the Devil Mahi, we thought he was going to do a good job, considering his antecedents as a governor of Ebonyi State. We have not seen do much. Even the FCT minister, we saw that passion for infrastructural development. So I think some activities are lined up to commission most of the projects that have been executed under his watch as the FCT minister. Let's wait to see. Of course, let's wait to see the government showcase their 1 year in office, their achievements. But generally speaking, if the assessment is going to be on security and economy, I'll tell you that the government have failed.
Okay, now let's look at court has stopped Sanusi'S reinstatement.
I don't think. I think what the court can do,
Can the court override the law?
of course.
Okay.
What is important is you either go back to that same court
But I think
to
the
challenge
court
the
only
order.
interprets.
The court can stop an action. You either go back to that court to ask that court to vacate that order, or you go to appeal court to override it. Whichever one, I think the option is open for the Kwankwaso camp. But however I look at it, I think let me use the opportunity to speak to the issue of traditional institutions in Nigeria.
Yeah.
For me, I took note of what happened in Benin City the other day about the Oba and some Duke dragged into court. I think the British did not do us good. Right there in their own clan, the Queen or King, as the case may be, of England is superior to the Prime Minister. So how do they come here now and subject our traditional rulers, whom they met on ground, to be answerable to elected local government chairmen, governors, and they are now at their,
not even to governors, to local government.
and they are now at the wing and campuses of the governors. For me, and unfortunately, our politicians, who are the greater beneficiary of that fraudulent constitution that was forced on Nigeria, are now benefiting from it. They are happy about it. How can you tell me that an emirate like Kano that have existed for over 1,000 years,
1,000 years,
a Ganduje that was just giving birth to less than 100 years ago, will just come and destroy the whole.
But Sanusi was not the first emir deposed.
That is not the
in
issue.
history of
The
Kano.
position is
Why
different
has it been
from
happening in Kano?
the position is different from breaking the emirate into 5 different emirates.
5 different. Bichi,
Don't forget that
Terano.
Sanusi was adjudged as one of the most influential persons on earth. It was as a result of his jurisdiction. There is power in numerical strength. And that is what we fail to realize. Even with all the values that they have lost, because if you ask me, I will tell you that they have lost so much value. The only value they retain is their numerical strength. And that is why the world still recognize Nigeria. Because anytime, any day, Nigeria is a big market for any of all this Western world. So that numerical strength is what they should have preserved, if not for any other thing. It's quite unfortunate that Ganduje and his ideology and his people at the time he was governor allowed policy to override him, and he dragged that throne into politics. It's quite unfortunate. Because going forward, we are likely going to start seeing if Sanusi succeeds to return to the throne. You are likely going to see if another government enter, they will start tinkering with the law.
Okay, now, Sanusi, we've always known, is a very vocal person. especially when it comes to maltreatment of Nigerians. Like Nigerians say this government is treating them. But Sanusi has been quiet. Is it because he has been romancing the government behind closed doors so that he can have his traditional soul back?
No, Sanusi understand the politics of the throne, if you ask me. Because Sanusi naturally would have meddled into politics. I'm of the thinking that because he was still interested in that throne, and there's nothing about it, to be ambitious.
Even while on the throne, he still talked.
No, that you see, that is the difference between having an intellectual on the throne and having a stooge, a mediocre. Because Sanusi was criticizing program policies of Kano State government under Ganduje constructively on how you should put resources in place to meet the standard, the needs of the people. There was a rail project he criticized. There was, in fact, Sanusi stood for justice for the oppressed in Kano and in Nigeria generally. And it was on that basis the governor picked offense, and I mean the former governor picked offense and they threw him.
Okay, thank you. It's nice having you on. Yes, Mr. Rilwan, let's quickly have you. It's nice having you on Bystanders at the newsstand this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, Sanusi was reinstated by the law yesterday, signed by the governor. Now, this morning, court has stopped him. What's your take on that?
You see, that's a very, very bad development for the international institution in Nigeria, where they have now become born in the hands of governors. And this is the reason why I've always respected the institution of the Oba of Benin. Oba Atopaye is, I respect that institution very much. That the king ordinarily is not chosen by a politician. That anybody that is the Oba of Benin, he becomes a king naturally by birth. I really like that institution very much. Then again, in Yoruba land, the Olubadan of Ibadan, you know which nest by ascension, you know which nest. Because other kings, I don't know, they are mostly chosen, which is very, very bad. It's a very, even though I like Sanusi very much, I like him so much. Why was he deposed as a king? Two main reasons. And I knew he was going to depose. Number one, he spoke about, which I've always been speaking about. But I was a Muslim, so I know how these people, I know how the northern people, I know how they are using Islam to put the people in poverty and everything. You understand? So, for example, the man spoke about how people, how there are many poor people in the north and everything, and now you are trying to use Islam to cover them. The man spoke about this Al-Majri. Al-Majri has no place in Islam. You understand? The one that now broke the camel straw back was when he went to an international forum. The emir said he was talking about the governor of Kano. The governor of Kano was planning to do a light rail in Kano. And the man was like, why would you do a light rail in a state where children cannot go to school, where there is out of school children, where there are no good schools, and where there's high index of poverty? Instead, use that channel that money to the right quarters instead of doing a light rail. That was the reason why it was removed. So you can see that his removal was purely political. It has nothing to do with his something. And this government, if I were him, I would not accept it. This restatement. You cannot be playing with national institution for turning it to a pawn. Now, do you mean that if a new governor comes in, maybe it's a Ganduje's man, is he going to remove him and put another emir? So I'm not happy with the way we are playing with our national institution. It's very bad because you are weakening them. The Queen, the King of England is a well-respected person. Before him, the Queen. But you see how you are now playing. They gave you independence and everything. See, you are now playing with your national institution. You're now seeing how our kings. I spoke about the king in Yoruba land. I was telling people that I have my candidate. If you don't vote my candidate, I will throw you in the lagoon. Another king in Osun State said, I have a candidate that I'm going to give 90,000 votes. Why our institution? Why are they belittling themselves? It's not very bad for democracy. It's not very bad for the institution. These are supposed to be our spokesmen, but if you see them, they are part of the conspiracy with the government. They, the national rulers and the religious leaders.
Thank you very much. Now let's look at the area of student loan. The portal has started working, and one way or the other, we will have to give this government kudos for it? Because students need this loan. What's your take on it?
In life, there are always two truths.
Two truths.
Yes, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. 0 plus 4 is equal to 4.
4
Yeah,
plus 0 is
it's equal to 4. So, see, when something, the student loan is, is good. Like I always say that some of these are leaders, especially in our East Yoruba land and even in the Midwest, they access the bursary from Awolowo and they became what they are today through the students and everything. But look at them today. So this student loan is good. But then, like I said, two truths can exist. What do I mean? If, for example, you bring 5 billion for student loan, my problem is 90 billion for arts is my problem. See, 90 billion for student loan will have been the best. That would have been an educational revolution. Then 5 billion for arts. Even if possible, arts should be, because like Islam says, that's law of Islam, arts should be, if you have the money, it's not compulsory, you can go. And what's funny is that apart from the federal government subsidizing arts, different state governments are also subsidizing it. So 90 billion even 95 billion for student loan, no money for arts. You can go to, if you can perform arts by your own money, then no problem. Student loan is good. But what would have been better is channel this money, all of them, into education. Education is the future of any nation. Like I've always said, human capital development is the biggest thing that any government can do to them. Let me speak in Yoruba. You are building houses, you are not building your children. Those children that refuse to build will later sell that house that you have built. So build people, build human beings, so that they can become something good tomorrow. You understand? So we should take education seriously. By that, then we can expect people to think, okay, look at the way people are talking nowadays. It's 2024 in Nigeria. Somebody will talk and you'll be like, this person doesn't know what he's saying. It's because of the attack on education.
Okay, quickly.
Yes.
Let's look at Atiku has said he will contest 2027. Just in 1 minute, quickly say something.
No, seriously, he has the right to contest. He has the right.
So what has been the noise on the merger, on the alliance between him and Obi meeting one way or the other?
Ordinarily, Peter Obi does not need any alliance in the first place. I've been saying it. Peter Obi does not never need any alliance. If the IRF if they have allowed the IRF to work, if there's no technical glitch today, Peter Obi will have been the president in Nigeria. I know, I'm very sure about it.
When you say he does not need an alliance to win,
yes,
don't you think 2023 will play again in 2027?
Then, you see, even with the alliance, if there's technical glitch again, we are going to see the same thing. The technical glitch was the problem, not Peter Obi. So Atiku has a right. He has a right. He can continue to contest. How many times I deems it? But I'm looking at his age. But I think we will be 81.
Okay, now we have talked about that. Now, out of these ministers in Nigeria,
yes,
who would you want to stay
the minister,
and the one that you want the government to do away with?
Oh, do away with almost all of them. I cannot mention them. No. They are not doing well. I wanted to even praise the minister of Minister of Interior. I clap for him. No, I clap for him.
Even despite all those allegations they had?
No. I have dealt with the allegations. And since it was not, I follow the reality. Since it was not removed, the allegation should have been removed. But since he's there, like for example, President Tinubu, I've always said that I don't think that he won the election. But since he's president, I cannot do anything. So since they have not removed the Minister of Interior and he's there now, it's the only place that I can see that there's a little bit of light. Wike is doing something, but the problem Wike has is this interference in Rivers State politics. David Umahi, I would have appreciated him, but look at what has happened to Coastal Road. Now you have demolished. I don't want to speak about it today. This is xenophobia. They have demolished landmark building, and now they have stopped. That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying he's doing well. So Mr. Ojo, you are doing well. You have to say it the way it is. He's doing well. Other ones to me, maybe some of them should be put on probation. Others should be sacked. Let them go. They are not competent. They are not capable.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you to all our viewers and bystanders today. It's nice having you. Gladys Onyabo Adegbeson, Crown Badge, all the way from Canada. We thank you, Ajayi Boy. We thank Cosmos. We thank Ucheji Biafra. You're doing well. We thank you all. David Okafor for always being a part and parcel. King Joe Ogba, Thank you very much for being part and parcel of bystanders at the newsstand. Sikwen Okudi. We thank you all. My name is Kolade Folarin Kadesh Prince. See you tomorrow on Bystanders. Thank you.